Hey guys, it's me, Man. I want to talk about the reasons why we cannot trust FoxNext. So, of course, I couldn't talk about all this news last week because I had school very busy last week. I would have reported on all this, but unfortunately, I was just so busy that I physically did not have the time to talk about all this. But of course, we had Kraken quit. At least he's not spending anymore. He's still playing casually. We had Seaton just flat out quit. We had Polygon write an article about how bad Marvel Strike Force is, and that's what it took for FoxNext to finally kind of maybe fix, not even really fix, to at least come out and say, hey, we're being dumb. So essentially, we had the Deadpool raids come around again, and this time the rewards were garbage. At first, you know, we were all happy because we heard we were going to get Deadpool orb shards at every tier, and that made all of us happy. Turns out what they meant by that is you're getting like a fifth of an orb maybe every time you run it, so it's just garbage drops. Like, it was disgusting. Then we have the Kree deal come around. All the Kree deals really suck, just like everything else in terms of deals for Marvel Strike Force. All the deals suck. Kree deals were even worse than usual, so that made people mad again. Nick Fury event was unbelievably hard, and that made everybody mad also because the Kree minions are just bad characters, and it just reinforces why we don't like having to farm them up. So all that just kind of added up to making people mad. Now, of course, we can tell that FoxNext noticed this because they released some damage control stuff here. They teased the X-Force and X-Men characters are coming when they talked about these traits for upcoming synergies and modes they had. Essentially them trying to get us to not be mad. They added Mordo to the arena store. Also, probably because they didn't, you know, trying to be like, hey guys, don't be mad. Mordo's here. Everybody just forget about it. It's nothing. It's just relax. You know, and I was like trying to put out a forest fire with a watering can. So after that clearly didn't work, then they come around and they release this thing where they're like, oh, we're sorry about Deadpool raids. You know, we actually planned to do it hard at the beginning to make it easier towards the end of it. He said, oh, yeah. You're right, our deals are really bad, and we want to make sure you're getting a good value out of your investments, yada, yada, yada. It's like every single time MSF team comes out and they talk about things that are wrong, they're like, yeah, you're right, you guys are right, yeah, it was bad, we agree, we're not gonna do that anymore. It was like communication. We got mad at them, we got communication, they come out, they're like, we're gonna work on communication. Now they communicate a tiny bit. It's nowhere near where it should be, but they're like, you know, that's what it took is for us to freak out, for them to be like, we're sorry for not communicating. Then they finally do communicate with us. Nightly gaming, such a bad situation that even people who just cover video game news as a whole, not even people who focus on Marvel Strike Force, you know, YouTube channels that just cover video game news got wind of nightly gaming and reported on nightly gaming. That's how bad it was. And, you know, that's what it took for them to be like, oh, we're sorry about nightly gaming. We're gonna work on that. And then they just low-key kind of booted him out of everything. You know, this time it took two major YouTubers to quit. Again, a Polygon article for them to be like, we're sorry, we probably shouldn't have bad deals, you know. We're just trying our best here at FoxNext, but, you know, sometimes we just screw up. And I don't care, because it follows the same cycle. And the thing that bothers me a tinge more is that it seemed like the Reddits, I mean, there's still people that are like, all right, well, we need to actually see changes, and that's absolutely how it needs to be. But there are some people that are like, well, you guys responded to us, so everything's solved. Everything is not solved. You know, we're still getting spammed with continuous offers. I've seen like 5 different Kree offers today just from playing the game that were all garbage. Until I see a good offer inside this game, they have not followed up on their words. Talk is cheap. Sean talked about this in his video. They always say they're going to fix things, and they never actually do. They did fix Deadpool raids, but it's not like that's really like, oh, good on you guys for fixing it. All they did was make it how it should have been in the first place, you know? It's like, well, nice job, guys. You actually did it right, you know? This isn't like, wow, they're so nice for actually doing it right, you know? It should be baseline. It should just be done right. So I don't really care that they're like, oh, yeah, guys, we're working on our deals. Yeah, we're working on that one until I actually see it actually show up in game. And not to mention, a lot of these problems come down to communication right here where they're like, new characters may have special events with one-time reward structures, but for subsequent versions of the events, our goal is to keep the reward structure consistent wherever possible. Okay, let me tell you the two situations where this, it's either what they said right here is true, and because of bad communication, we got mad at them, or they just made this up to try and save face. So either this is true, and we wouldn't have been mad if they told us, hey guys, listen, I understand 2-hour Deadpool raids are a little weird, but we want to kind of keep the character a little rare. He's going to become normal. You know, his raids are going to become a lot easier in the future, but just for right now, we're going to do it a little harder. Nobody really got mad. You know, they would have been like, okay, we'll just wait a bit longer for normal Deadpool raids. But instead, you guys follow the same pattern of never communicating anything to us, and everybody gets mad at you guys. And you're like, why are you guys getting mad? We're going to make him normal. Come on, that's how we do everything here. We're always generous here at FoxNext. Or they made it up, so they were like, guys, what are you talking about? Why are you mad at us? We were gonna fix that anyways. Come on, guys, we know how to handle these kind of things. Come on, guys, why are you so mad at us? And just to prove how little FoxNext cares about us, so Javier Hernandez. Now, what's he matter to you? Who's Javier Hernandez? Well, it'd be hard to tell, but he's actually, from what I understand, like one of the community managers for Marvel Strike Force, I believe. Essentially, how do I know this? Test server. A lot of YouTubers in there. I wanted to get in the test server. Valley Flying, good guy that he is, messaged me. He's like, hey, I got on the test server by messaging Javier, and I asked if I could get on the test server, and he helped set me up with that. So thank you to Valley Flying. What's such a great guy. Valley Flying, such a great guy. And he's like, you know, this is probably what you want to do if you want to try to get on the test server. So I follow Valley Flying's advice. I messaged Javier a week ago. 2 or 3 days in, he sees my message. Doesn't feel the need to respond to me. No need to say no, no need to say yes. He just, hi, I make videos for Marvel Strike Force, and I'd like to make videos in relation to content on the test server. I was wondering if there's any way I could get in. And there, no response. Doesn't even say no. You know, I can understand, you know, we don't always see eye to eye, FoxNext. You know, I get a little mad at you sometimes, you know. It's a little bit of, you know, love-hate relationship here. I understand if you guys are mad at me and you don't want me in the test server, but at least say no. You know, you don't even have the respect to, you're just leaving me here. No respect. He can't even, he's so busy putting out these messages once in a blue moon that he doesn't have the time to respond to me. And do I sound mad right now? It's because I am mad, you know. I'm 60. This isn't how you talk to me. He just doesn't respond to me. He sees my message. You might be like, well, Pa, you're a small YouTuber, you know. Maybe he doesn't quite know about you. He follows me. He follows me right here. I didn't even know who he was until Valley told me, but he follows me. He follows a lot of Marvel Strike Force YouTubers. He acknowledges my existence as a Marvel Strike Force YouTuber, but he doesn't have the time in his day to respond to me to say yes or no on these kind of things. You know, I understand if you have to say no. You know, I'm 16. That could make things complicated with the NDA. You know, I talked to Valley Flying. He's like, yeah, maybe it'd be like, you know, for the non-disclosure agreement, could be a problem with like, you know, it gets complicated because you're not 18. You know, Javier could have said that, you know, but Javier's a busy man. He doesn't have time to manage the community. You know, of course I'm mad about this, you know? Like, FoxNext doesn't even have the respect to respond to me after making hundreds of videos for them. Well, technically only 100 videos. After creating the subreddit, after creating the Discord, all this stuff I do for FoxNext. And they don't even have the respect to respond to me on Twitter. One word response, yes or no. No, they don't even have the respect to respond to me on there. You can understand how this makes me just a little bit frustrated. Just a little bit frustrated with FoxNext. So guys, things are not okay with FoxNext. You know, it goes the same cycle. YouTubers get mad. If it's bad enough, Polygon makes an article. They try to, you know, make everybody a little less mad by talking about something good. That doesn't work. They come out and they're like, sorry, guys. Rinse, repeat. Started with communication. Nightly gaming. Now it's with the Deadpool raids. What's it going to be next, guys? You know, FoxNext does not learn. This is the reason why I've been introducing other games on my channel. You know, I don't know how long Marvel Strike Force is going to last. It's a good game, but they have absolutely no clue how to handle it. It's... I just don't understand what FoxNext is doing. They have no respect for us. You know, the fact, words can't describe, you know, words can't describe how FoxNext treats us. And you know, that's the reason why Kraken quit. He was tired of giving FoxNext free advertising. You know, they're just not a nice company, you know? But guys, I'm just a 16-year-old. What do I know about being a decent human being? Signing off, guys. Oh, I just want to add this in at the end here. I actually had to record this twice because I was getting so loud whenever I was talking that it would actually clip off my audio. So I had to lower down like my audio settings a bit because I was getting so loud whenever I talk. So this is, it be like that sometimes, guys. It be like this.